Why is the embarrassing option always the one that gets the most votes here? So, I, as many people in the Warriors fandom, had an epic, amazing Warriors OC story. I'm a little fuzzy on some of the details of this story, so I'll only be going over the parts that I can remember. The main character of my OC story was this kitty cat called Southflower. Okay. Southflower? That sounds an awful lot like Northflower. No, they are not the same. Let me explain. Okay, so this story existed before the name Northflower. I stole the name of my main OC from the Warriors story, so Southflower is not me. Southflower is actually not a self-insert. Neither is, what's her name? Lily Stripe. Neither of them are self-inserts. These were the last OCs that I made that weren't self-inserts. Okay, so I just needed to get that out the way. I stole my main OC's name and then I changed it because I thought it was stupid. A lot has changed since then. Okay. The only 4 characters whose names I can actually remember, because they are the most important characters, are Southflower, Lily Stripe, Thunder, and Mudberry. The story does not start with Southflower. Southflower isn't even born at the start of the story. The first protagonist of the story is actually Lily Stripe, who is Southflower's mom. So, Lily Stripe is a River Clan cat, and one day she's just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go, explore a little, no one will notice. And she goes to the city, and there's, this grumpy, short cat called Thunder, who's like, what are you doing in the city? And she's like, nothing. And then they fall in love. Whoa. Yeah, it's like a forbidden romance right off the bat. We don't know anything else about these 2 characters. But now they're in a forbidden romance. Or I guess only Lily Stripe is, because Thunder is not in any clan. But yeah, then whoopsie doopsie, Thunder gets Lily Stripe precante, and now River Clan finds out about this and they're not very happy. The leader especially is furious, and they're about to drive away this pregnant woman, because that's what we do here in Warrior Cats. But then Lily Stripe's mom, Mudberry, who's the medicine cat, wait, how does this work? Wait, if Mudberry's the medicine cat, how does she have a child? I actually don't know. So Mudberry defends her daughter, because of course she would. And because she's best mom. And Mudberry says, well, if she's leaving, then so am I. I'm not leaving my daughter. And then some cats actually do end up following Mudberry on this, because, she's the medicine cat. She's their only medicine cat. She doesn't have an apprentice, so she's sort of important here. So a small chunk of the River Clan cats end up following Mudberry and Lily Stripe, and Thunder, who also joins in to go with them to live elsewhere. The city doesn't really suit them, so they just kinda go into mountains. This new group of cats decides to call themselves Snow Clan, because they live in the mountains where there's a lot of snow. So yeah, they just kinda go there. Times are difficult because there's no fish in the mountains. But they manage to survive, and Lily Stripe gives birth to a beautiful little kitty cat called Southflower, but I don't actually remember. I don't remember if she has siblings or not. I also don't remember any of the other kitty cats that follow them into the mountains, because they're not important to this story, overall. Southflower grows up there. She's okay. She's very close to her grandma. Then one day, they're looking up at the night sky when little baby Southflower sees northern lights. But then she gets a message from StarClan. She sees a sight of snow falling down in the forest, and she's like, oh my god, I had a message from StarClan that says we should go, the Snow Clan should return to the forest. And Mudberry's like, okay, I believe you. Everyone, let's go back to the old forest. And I don't remember if they have a leader or anything. I don't think they do at this point, but practically Mudberry's leader. She's just the one who commands everybody here, because she's the mother or grandmother or mother-in-law of half the clan. But yeah, they return to the forest, but they didn't think much further than that, so they're just kind of chilling at the fort trees, hiding from the other clans. Eventually they have a gathering and they discover that there's a whole other clan living there, and they're like, no, you can't sit with us. And things are about to go really bad. Of course, Southflower and Mudberry try to say like, no, but it was a prophecy that told us to come here. But no one believes them or anything. Until everyone gets an omen. There's just suddenly snow starts falling down. They're like, I guess they can stay then because StarClan said so. I'm now realizing that I predicted the Sky Clan's return arc, except that it's my own clan that I made up. This is the exact same plot that's kind of happening here, because then of course they're gonna need more land than just the 4 trees. They can't just live in the 4 trees. But the other clans do not actually want to give up their land, so they give up a little bit each, but it's not enough to support them. Even though their clan is super small. No more than 10 kitty cats, okay? Southflower goes on to become Mudberry's medicine cat apprentice because of course she would. But she actually still goes hunting a lot because they just don't have enough prey, and because they don't have enough land to support them, they're just kind of trespassing constantly. That's just what they do. And the other clans are just no, you can't trespass on our territory constantly and hunt our prey. And then Snow Clan is well, give us more land then. And then they're no. So that's the politics. Nothing ever changes. Nothing ever goes anywhere. And, of course, they get driven off the territory if they get caught. But as long as they don't, they're just kind of chilling. And everyone was damn. The Snow Clan people are hunting on our territory again. Everything's going okay until Southflower actually gets an enemies to lovers relationship with, I think, one of the Shadow Clan warriors. I had a lot of forbidden relationships in this thing. Now that I think about it, it's kind of funny how fond I was of this trope. Southflower gets pregnanted, the same thing is repeating itself. And Mudberry is oh my god, I can't believe you've done this. But she, of course, she was supporting Lilystripe before, she's supporting her granddaughter now, because Mudberry is just the best. Mudberry is the best character in this whole thing. She should be the protagonist, not Southflower. So, yeah, we get this whole, secret pregnancy thingy. But it's kind of different from... Do you remember how everyone was well, how did nobody realize that Leafpool was pregnant? That's not realistic. Well, this one actually goes a step further than that. Nobody realizes that Southflower is pregnant. And I think, actually... I don't know why the parents couldn't just take the kids, but for whatever reason, Southflower doesn't want to tell them. She doesn't want to be a disappointment, even though Lilystripe and Thunder literally did the same thing, but okay. What ends up actually happening is that the kids just live in the medicine cat den and nobody notices. So Mudberry takes care of them when Southflower's out hunting, and they're just hiding these 4 children in the medicine cat den, and nobody notices this somehow. Eventually they do notice, and this is the last bit of the story that I can actually remember, but Southflower dies. I don't remember what kills her, but she's in the camp actually when she's dying, and then the kids are no, Mom, and they run out of the nursery, and everyone's what the fuck? Who are these children? What is happening? I don't know what their plan was in the long term, because the kids are not going to stay small forever. Are they just gonna have 4 adult cats living in the medicine den? I don't know. Southflower dies, and it's kind of sad and tragic, and I don't remember what happens after that. Yeah, that's basically how the story goes. I hope you're all now happy that you have heard my crazy old Warriors OC story. Thank you for watching. Feel free to share your own crazy Warriors OC stories in the comment section below. Feel free to sue the Aarons for stealing my Warriors OC story arc. Thank you and bye.